Listen, before anything else in your life changes, before your situation shifts, before your confidence rises, before your peace deepens, you must hear this one truth. With every part of your mind and every breath in your body, your life will not transform until you become the center of your own focus. Not them, not their opinions, not their expectations, not their judgments, not their noise. For the next few minutes, I want you to imagine a world where your energy is no longer scattered across people who don't appreciate you, situations that drain you, memories that haunt you, or fears that whisper you're not enough. I want you to imagine a world where your attention returns home to you. Because the moment you truly focus on yourself, you unlock a version of you that is stronger, clearer, calmer, and more powerful than anything you've ever known. This is the moment your life begins. You've spent so much of your life watching other people, comparing yourself to them, worrying about what they think, measuring your value through their reactions, trying to be enough in their eyes, even when they barely see you at all. But today, right now, in this moment, something inside you is waking up, and that part of you is saying no more. No more giving your energy away so easily. No more watering everyone else's growth while neglecting your own. No more chasing approval that does nothing but exhaust your spirit. No more bending, shrinking, or dimming your light just to make someone else comfortable. Because the truth you've avoided, ignored, or forgotten is simple. Your life gets better when you get better. Your world changes when you change. Your path becomes clear when you become clear. And that clarity starts with one powerful shift, focusing on yourself. Not in a selfish way, not in a cold way, not in a dismissive way, but in a way that finally honors your heart, your mind, your growth, your peace, your steps, your evolution. You have poured so much of yourself into places that didn't pour anything back. You've tried so hard to be the person others needed, all while forgetting to be the person you needed. You've given so much that at times you didn't even recognize the empty feeling settling inside your chest. But now, right now, you are choosing something different. You are choosing you. And I want you to say this with me, quietly or out loud. I choose myself. I honor myself. I focus on myself. Feel the weight of that. Feel the truth of that. Feel the power of that. Because focusing on yourself is not abandonment of others. It's the return to your core. It's the reconnection to your purpose. It's the protection of your energy. It's the rebuilding of your identity. You are not meant to live your entire life as a reaction to other people. You are meant to create, to grow, to build, to evolve, not based on what others want, but based on what your soul needs. And when you begin to focus on yourself, something incredible happens. Your mind becomes clearer. Your emotions become steadier. Your boundaries become stronger. Your confidence becomes louder. Your path becomes brighter. But above all, your peace returns. You've been missing that peace for a long time. You've been carrying emotions that weren't yours. You've been holding responsibility that was never meant for you. You've been trying to fix things you didn't break, heal people who didn't want healing, and prove yourself to minds already made up. Not anymore. You are stepping into a new chapter, one where your energy is sacred, your growth is prioritized, and your attention is finally directed toward the one person who needs it the most, you. And let me speak this over your life right now, clearly, powerfully, prophetically. You are entering a season of self-focus that will transform everything you touch. Your clarity is rising. Your confidence is awakening. Your strength is rebuilding. Your heart is healing. Your mind is renewing. Your life is aligning. No more distractions from other people's drama. No more emotional dependence on their approval. No more giving them the power to determine how you feel. This is your life, your story, your evolution, and you will no longer live it through the lens of anyone else. You are stepping back into yourself. You are returning to your center. You are reclaiming your power. And listen, there is nothing more unstoppable than a person who finally decides to focus on their own growth. Nothing more powerful than someone who remembers their worth. Nothing more extraordinary than a person who chooses to rise again after being overlooked, underestimated, or misunderstood. You are that person. You always have been. You just forgot for a while. But now you remember. Now you rise. Now you choose yourself. And as this new journey begins, I want you to hold on to these affirmations and let them sink deep into your spirit. I am worthy of my own focus. I am worthy of my own effort. I am worthy of my own healing. I am worthy of my own time. I am worthy of my own love. The world becomes quieter when you stop trying to satisfy it. The mind becomes clearer when you stop comparing your path to others. The heart becomes lighter when you stop carrying the weight of people who never carried you. You are not falling behind. You are not losing. You are not failing. You are simply redirecting your energy where it should have been all along, inward. And the more you focus on yourself, the more you will notice something powerful. The people who once drained you will lose their grip on your emotions. The situations that once consumed you will shrink in importance. The habits that once sabotaged you will fade from your identity. And the future that once scared you will begin to pull you forward with purpose. Because focusing on yourself is not running away. It is rising up. It is stepping into alignment. It is choosing to grow deliberately instead of drifting unconsciously. It is choosing intention over chaos. It is choosing peace over pressure. It is choosing self-respect over self-neglect. This is the beginning of your transformation, and I promise you, it will be worth every step. You've taken the first step. You've chosen to turn your attention inward. And now, part 2 begins by taking that choice and grounding it deeply into your mindset, your emotions, and your daily life. Because focusing on yourself is not just a moment. It's not just a thought. It's not just a temporary spark. It is a practice, a discipline, a shift in the way you move through the world. And the first truth you must understand is this: you cannot focus on yourself while living in the shadow of someone else's expectations. For too long, you've been shaped by what others wanted you to be. You've been molded by the opinions of people who did not know your heart. You've been influenced by voices that did not care about your peace. You've been guided by standards that were never made for you. But this is the moment you break that pattern. This is the moment you say, I release the need to perform for others. I release the pressure to impress. I release the weight of their opinions. I return my focus to myself. Because when your mind is constantly trying to anticipate how others see you, you lose sight of how you see yourself. And you deserve to see yourself clearly. So let's begin this part with a declaration, strong, grounding, and powerful. I am done living for the approval of others. I am reclaiming my mind. I am reclaiming my energy. I am reclaiming my life. Take a breath. Feel that. Let it settle into your chest, because clarity begins with honesty. And the honest truth is this: you have been too available to the wrong people, too accessible to those who didn't value you, too forgiving to those who didn't change, too patient with situations that were draining your light. And focusing on yourself means acknowledging a hard truth that not everyone who has access to you deserves it. Not everyone who calls you, texts you, needs you, or demands from you has earned that place in your life. You are not required to respond instantly. You are not required to carry everyone's emotions. You are not required to sacrifice your peace to keep someone else comfortable. Focusing on yourself means giving yourself permission to be unavailable sometimes, not out of coldness, but out of protection, out of intention, out of wisdom, out of self-respect, because your energy is sacred. And if you keep giving it away to everyone, you'll never have enough left for yourself. So in this part, I want to speak directly to that inner part of you that feels guilty for putting yourself first. You are allowed to put yourself first. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to protect your space. You are allowed to choose peace over pressure. You are allowed to be unavailable to drama, chaos, and emotional storms that have nothing to do with you. You are not abandoning anyone. You are simply returning to yourself. And listen closely. People who truly value your presence will understand your boundaries. People who truly care for you will respect your growth. People who truly want you in their life will never punish you for choosing yourself. Those who get angry when you focus on yourself were benefiting from your lack of boundaries. This is why self-focus reveals people's true intentions. When you stop overgiving, when you stop overcompensating, when you stop doing everything for everyone, you will suddenly see who only loved you for what you did for them and who loves you simply for who you are. Focusing on yourself is not selfish. It is self-preservation, self-alignment, self-respect. And the moment you truly commit to it, your emotional clarity begins to rise. You begin to notice what drains you. You begin to notice what lifts you. You begin to notice what feels heavy and what feels true. You begin to understand your own patterns, the ones that kept you stuck, the ones that lowered your self-worth, the ones that made you settle for less than you deserved. And with that understanding comes power, because you cannot change what you cannot see. And focusing on yourself brings everything into view. Let me speak this over your life right now. You are stepping into a season of self-awareness so deep that nothing will be able to pull you back into your old ways. You are becoming conscious of your habits, aware of your patterns, honest about your wounds, and intentional about your healing. You are no longer drifting, you are directing. You are no longer reacting, you are choosing. You are no longer hiding, you are awakening. This is growth. This is evolution. This is transformation from the inside out. And I want you to hear this. Clearly, there is nothing weak about healing. There is nothing selfish about focusing on your needs. There is nothing wrong with choosing yourself after years of losing yourself. This is your time to rebuild, your time to realign, your time to grow beyond the version of you that lived for others. And part of focusing on yourself means understanding your emotional boundaries, not just with people, but with your own thoughts. Because sometimes the person who distracts you the most is the version of you who doesn't believe in your potential. Sometimes the loudest critic is the voice inside your mind that echoes old fears, old doubts, old narratives given to you by people who never understood you. So in this moment, I speak this truth over you. You are not who they said you were. You are not the mistakes you made. You are not the doubts you carry. You are not the fears you inherited. You are more. So, much more. And as you focus on yourself, you begin replacing those limiting inner voices with stronger ones. Voices that uplift you, empower you, remind you of your capabilities. Say these affirmations with me. I am learning myself. I am supporting myself. I am improving myself. I am becoming a stronger version of me. I am worthy of growth. I am worthy of progress. I am worthy of transformation. This journey is not about perfection. It's about direction. It's not about speed. It's about consistency. It's not about pleasing others. It's about honoring yourself. And as you focus on yourself, even your silent habits begin to shift. Your mindset begins to steady, your goals become clearer, your energy becomes purer. You begin to understand what feeds your spirit and what starves it. You begin to understand what deserves your attention and what no longer does. You begin to understand that not everyone who started with you can continue with you, and that is okay, because your growth is not meant to fit into the old version of your life. You are elevating now, evolving now, expanding now, and anyone who cannot grow with you will naturally fall away, not because you push them, but because you are rising. This is the power of focusing on yourself. You become the version of you that your future needs. You become the version of you that your dreams require. You become the version of you that your purpose has been waiting for. And in this moment, let me declare this clearly and boldly over your life. Your self-focus will unlock breakthroughs. Your discipline will unlock opportunities. Your healing will unlock peace. Your clarity will unlock direction. Your growth will unlock a future greater than anything you've lost. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not stuck. You are preparing, and this preparation will become your elevation. There comes a moment in every journey, a moment when you stop looking outward for validation and begin looking inward for direction. That moment is now for you. Because part 3 is about something deeper, something that sits beneath your habits, beneath your thoughts, beneath your emotions. It is about identity, who you believe you are, who you allow yourself to become, who you are stepping into as you focus on yourself. Because focusing on yourself is not just about action, it is about alignment, aligning your life with the truth of who you are, not the version others projected onto you. And the truth is this: you have spent too many years shrinking yourself to fit into places that were too small for your spirit. You've played roles that exhausted you. You've carried expectations that weren't yours. You've worn masks that hid your real strengths. You've held back your voice because the world around you wasn't ready for your full volume. But you were never meant to live quietly. You were never meant to play small. You were never meant to dim anything about yourself. You were built for more. You were built for growth, expansion, clarity, confidence. You were built to rise. And as you focus on yourself, the real you begins to return. Not the wounded version, not the doubtful version, not the version shaped by past pain or old disappointment, but the version of you that existed before you learned fear, before you learned comparison, before you learned self-doubt. The version of you that was brave, bold, whole, unapologetic, unfiltered, authentic. That version is waking up again. Part 3 is the awakening, and I want you to hear this clearly. You are not becoming someone new. You are remembering who you've always been. The confident you, the capable you, the intuitive you, the powerful you, the self-honoring you. Life may have made you forget, but you're remembering now, and focusing on yourself allows that remembrance to take root. Because when you redirect your attention inward, you begin to see your own strength with new eyes. You begin to realize that you survived things you never thought you could handle. You overcame emotional storms that would have broken weaker minds. You endured seasons that tried to take your spirit but failed. You carried yourself when no one else understood what you were going through. And you're still here, growing, learning, healing, rebuilding, becoming. That alone is proof of your resilience. You are much stronger than you give yourself credit for. You are much wiser than you realize. And you are far more capable than you've ever allowed yourself to believe. This is why self-focus matters, because your strength becomes visible when you finally stop hiding behind what others think. You begin to see yourself through the lens of truth, not insecurity. So in this moment, I want you to affirm this with power. I am stronger than my past. I am bigger than my fears. I am wiser than my mistakes. I am growing beyond what tried to limit me. I am becoming who I was meant to be. Let that sink into your spirit. Because one of the greatest transformations that happens when you focus on yourself is the shift from surviving to consciously building the life you desire. You stop living on autopilot, you stop repeating old cycles, you stop reacting to everything around you, you stop giving your emotional power away. Instead, you begin to move with intention. You begin to set boundaries without apologizing. You begin to choose environments that support your growth. You begin to speak to yourself with respect, not criticism. And with every small choice you make, you rebuild your identity. Not the identity shaped by pain, but the identity shaped by possibility. You begin to ask better questions. What do I want? What feels right to me? What helps me grow? What drains me? What aligns with my future? What honors my peace? Questions you never asked because you were too busy worrying about everyone else. But now the spotlight returns to you, your needs, your desires, your goals, your healing, your future. This is what focusing on yourself creates. A foundation strong enough to build a new identity. And let me speak this boldly over your life. You are entering a season where you will no longer question your worth. You will no longer doubt your voice. You will no longer apologize for your boundaries. You will no longer play small to make others comfortable. You are rising into the fullness of who you are. And part of rising means letting go of identities that were never yours. Letting go of stories that no longer define you. Letting go of limitations that were taught to you, not chosen by you. Letting go of labels that were placed on you without your permission. You are not too much. You are not enough. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not incapable. You are growing, you are learning, you are evolving, you are becoming. This is your identity now. A person who chooses themselves, who honors themselves, who believes in themselves. And as you settle into this identity, your inner world begins to transform. Your thoughts become more compassionate. Your emotions become steadier. Your self-talk becomes gentler. Your inner critic loses its power. Your inner strength becomes undeniable. This is what focusing on yourself produces: a version of you that stands tall even in uncertainty, a version of you that knows your worth even when others don't see it, a version of you that trusts your path even when it's unfamiliar. And let me declare this for you as clearly as possible. You are stepping into the strongest, clearest, most grounded version of yourself you have ever known. Nothing from your past has the power to stop you anymore. Nothing from your environment can derail you. Nothing anyone says can define you. You are becoming unstoppable. Your identity is shifting. Your confidence is rising. Your path is opening. There is a moment in every transformation where the inward shift begins to change the outward life. And that moment is where part 4 begins. Because once you start focusing on yourself, something powerful happens. Your energy changes. And when your energy changes, your entire life begins to rearrange itself around that new version of you. But before that rearrangement can fully take shape, you must learn one of the most important truths in your entire journey. Not everything or everyone can come with you into your next level. And that is not a loss. It is not a punishment. It is not a sign that something is wrong. It is growth. Growth naturally creates distance between the old and the new, between who you were and who you are becoming. And focusing on yourself means accepting that this distance is necessary. Because as you rise, some people will not understand you anymore. Some relationships will feel misaligned. Some environments will start to feel too small. Some conversations will drain you more than they used to. Some habits will no longer fit the person you are becoming. This is the part of the journey where life begins to quietly tell you you are outgrowing what once felt comfortable. And growth rarely feels comfortable. Growth stretches you, it challenges you, it pulls you away from what is familiar. It demands honesty, courage, and a willingness to evolve. And you right now are stepping into that stage. Part 4 is the stage of release, releasing old versions of yourself, releasing old attachments, releasing old fears, releasing old expectations, releasing old excuses, because you cannot carry your past into your future if your future requires a stronger, wiser, more grounded version of you. And that future does require that version. It requires the version of you who knows your worth, who protects your peace, who follows your intuition, who chooses your path, who believes in your potential. So in this moment, I want you to breathe deeply and say, I release what no longer helps me grow. Again, I release what no longer helps me grow. Because part of focusing on yourself is this powerful truth. Your future deserves a healed version of you, not a version still tied to what hurt you. Let's say it plainly. You cannot move forward if you are still trying to pull people who are holding you back. You cannot rise if you are carrying weights you were never meant to hold. You cannot evolve if you are still trying to fit into the places your spirit has outgrown. It's not abandonment, it's alignment, and alignment requires release. But here's something you may not realize. Every time you release something that drains you, you make space for something that builds you. Every time you let go of a limiting belief, you make space for clarity. Every time you walk away from an unhealthy pattern, you make space for peace. Every time you create distance from toxicity, you make space for growth. Let me declare this over your life with full power. You are clearing space for new opportunities. You are clearing space for healthier relationships. You are clearing space for deeper self-love. You are clearing space for your next level. You are clearing space for your true purpose. And with every step you take towards self-focus, your spirit becomes lighter. Because carrying what wasn't yours to hold is heavy. Trying to fix people who don't want to grow is heavy. Trying to earn love from people who don't know how to give it is heavy. Trying to keep connections that drain you is heavy. But now you are learning to put that weight down. This is your moment of release. This is your moment of freedom. This is your moment of emotional clarity. And with clarity comes power, because now you begin to recognize the difference between what feeds your soul and what starves it, what supports your growth and what slows it, what brings peace and what brings chaos, what is meant for your future and what belongs in your memory. This is maturity. This is healing. This is alignment. And as you align, you'll notice something else. Your standards rise. You begin to expect more from yourself. You begin to expect more from your environment. You begin to expect more from your relationships. You begin to expect more from your future. Not because you are demanding, not because you are difficult, not because you are hard to please, but because you finally understand your worth. And when you understand your worth, you stop tolerating what disrespects it. So in this part, I want you to boldly declare, I am raising my standards. I am elevating my expectations. I am honoring my worth. I am choosing what supports my future. Because focusing on yourself means valuing yourself, valuing your time, your energy, your growth, your peace. It means not settling for half love, half effort, half commitment, half respect. You deserve people who match your energy. You deserve environments that inspire you. You deserve habits that build you. You deserve a mindset that strengthens you. And that mindset begins with this truth. Your life improves the moment you stop settling for less than what you deserve, settling for people who show up inconsistently, settling for situations that drain your spirit, settling for habits that sabotage your growth. But you are not settling anymore. You are rising now. You are expanding now. You are strengthening now. You are focusing now. And with this shift comes another powerful transformation. You begin to trust yourself again. You begin to trust your decisions. You begin to trust your intuition. You begin to trust your strength. You begin to trust your direction. You begin to trust your own inner voice, the one you silenced to please others. But that voice, it never left. It was waiting waiting for you to choose yourself again. And now that you are listening, that inner voice is getting louder. Keep going. You're on the right path. You're becoming stronger. You're growing beautifully. I'm proud of you. This is your inner guidance returning. This is your self-connection restoring. This is your confidence rebuilding. And let me speak this prophetically over your life. You are entering a season where your self-trust will be unshakable. Your boundaries will be respected. Your energy will be protected. Your growth will be undeniable. Your future will be clearer than it has ever been. This is what focusing on yourself creates. Not isolation, elevation. Not selfishness, self-respect. Not loneliness, alignment. You are shedding the old. You are welcoming the new. You are clearing space for the life you deserve. There is a turning point in every journey where the work you've been doing on the inside begins to show on the outside. Your mindset shifts. Your choices shift. Your energy shifts. Your direction shifts. And slowly you begin to realize something life-changing. You are no longer the person you used to be. Part 5 is where you step into that realization. This is where you begin to understand the strength, wisdom, and clarity you've been cultivating. This is where you recognize that focusing on yourself has not only changed how you think, it has changed who you are becoming. Because when you stop giving your power away, when you stop absorbing everyone else's noise, when you stop trying to carry burdens that are not yours, you begin to feel something you may have forgotten. Your own power, your own voice, your own intuition, your own stability, your own direction. And that power begins to move you forward. But here is the truth you must understand in this part. Your next level requires consistent, intentional self-focus, not occasionally, not when it's convenient, not only when you feel motivated, but every single day, because transformation is built through repetition, through the small choices you make, through the habits you commit to, through the boundaries you enforce, through the thoughts you nurture. And focusing on yourself is not something you do once. It's something you build into your daily life. So part 5 is where we shift from emotional alignment to practical empowerment. This is where I give you the tools to build your inner strength into a lifestyle that supports your growth, honors your peace, and strengthens your identity. Let's start with this. 1, protect your morning. Your mornings set the tone for your entire day. And the first person you should meet when you wake up is you. Not notifications, not messages, not social media, not other people's demands. When you immediately expose your mind to noise, you abandon yourself before the day even begins. But when you protect your morning, you reclaim control. Even 5 minutes, 5 minutes of silence, gratitude, intention, or breathing can change your entire mindset. So begin your day by returning to yourself. Say, today I choose me first. 2, limit emotional access. Not everyone deserves to know everything you feel. Not everyone should have instant access to your energy. Not everyone should be allowed to pull you into their storms. Focusing on yourself means understanding who earns the right to hear your heart and who only wants to drain it. Choose wisely. Your peace depends on it. 3. Remove yourself from anything that repeatedly confuses you. Confusion is a sign if something constantly pulls you into doubt, if someone constantly makes you question your worth, if an environment consistently lowers your energy, it is not aligned with your growth. Clarity feels like peace. Confusion feels like chaos. You already know the difference. 4. Practice emotional discipline. Self-focus doesn't mean you won't feel anger, sadness, frustration, disappointment. You're human, but emotional discipline means you no longer let those feelings control your actions. It means you pause, you breathe, you reflect, you respond with intention, not reaction. Because a person who can control their emotions becomes unstoppable. 5. Speak to yourself with respect. Your inner voice shapes your outer world. And if you speak to yourself like an enemy, you will begin to live like one. So talk to yourself like someone worth supporting, worth believing in, worth lifting, worth growing. Say, I am learning, I am growing, I am improving every day. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. 6. Create small daily wins. Small wins build big confidence. Your mind grows stronger with every little victory. Drinking water instead of escaping your emotions. Cleaning your space when your thoughts feel heavy. Writing down your intentions. Resting when you need to recharge. Walking outside for clarity. Saying no when something doesn't feel right. These small wins build self-respect. Self-respect builds discipline. Discipline builds transformation. 7. Refuse to negotiate your boundaries. People will always test your limits. They will push to see how much you can tolerate. They will stretch to see how far you will bend. But your growth depends on your ability to say, no, not anymore. This doesn't align with who I am becoming. Your boundaries protect the future you. Honor them. 8. Remember that solitude is strength. Spending time alone isn't loneliness. It's clarity. It's grounding. It's healing. It's where you grow the fastest because there's no noise pulling you away from yourself. Solitude is where your next level is born. 9. Celebrate your progress. You are not the same person you were a year ago. You are not the same person you were 6 months ago. You are not the same person you were even last week. You are growing. You are shedding old patterns. You are becoming wiser, stronger, clearer. Celebrate that. Give yourself the credit you deserve. You've earned it. Before you go, I want to tell you something important. If this video added even a little bit of value to your day, if it motivated you, inspired you, or gave you a new perspective, then take just 1 second and hit that like button. It really helps the video reach more people who need this message. And if you want more content like this every day, make sure you press the *** subscribe *** button right now. Don't forget to tap the *** bell icon *** so you never miss a new upload. Your support means everything. It helps this channel grow and keeps me creating powerful videos for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. 10. Redirect your attention every time it drifts outward. When you catch yourself comparing, pull it back. When you catch yourself overthinking someone else's opinion, pull it back. When you catch yourself slipping into old emotional habits, pull it back. This journey is not about never slipping. It is about returning to yourself every time you do. And let me declare this over your life right now. With clarity, power, and prophetic strength, You are stepping into a season of discipline that will reshape your entire life. Your focus will sharpen. Your confidence will rise. Your peace will deepen. Your boundaries will strengthen. Your habits will elevate. Your future will unfold beautifully. You are building something powerful inside of you. Something stable. Something unshakable. Something unstoppable. Your consistency will become your breakthrough. Your discipline will become your elevation. Your self-focus will become your transformation. Before you go, I want to tell you something important. If this video added even a little bit of value to your day, if it motivated you, inspired you, or gave you a new perspective, then take just 1 second and hit that like button. It really helps the video reach more people who need this message. And if you want more content like this every day, make sure you press the subscribe button right now. Don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss a new upload. Your support means everything. It helps this channel grow and keeps me creating powerful videos for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.